Now, it may seem obvious, but if you want to join or host a Zoom meeting, you'll need at least a microphone if you want to be heard, and a camera if it's a video meeting and you want to be seen as well. Most laptops and many desktop computers have those built in, and if you don't have them built in, you can connect an inexpensive USB webcam, and that will add a camera and a microphone at the same time. But it's a really good idea to test your system to make sure the camera, microphone, and other hardware are compatible and working with Zoom. And again, you should do this sort of thing well before you try to enter your first meeting, so you're not troubleshooting when you should be in your meeting. So here in the Zoom app, I'm going to come up to the Settings button, and I'm going to select Video. And now you're seeing me through my webcam. If you have more than one camera connected, you can click the camera menu here and select the one you want to use. You can see I just have the one in this case. And there's several other options you can play around with here. For example, we have this Touch Up My Appearance checkbox, which actually adds sort of a soft focus to the camera and can smooth out skin tones. Below that, if you want to make sure your camera doesn't turn on automatically whenever you enter a meeting, you can check Turn Off My Video when joining a meeting, and you can always manually enable it when you're ready for people to see you in the meeting. I'm going to switch over to the Audio tab, and here you can check that you have the audio output you want to use selected. For example, you might have built-in speakers or headphones on your computer, and you can choose which one you want to use from this menu. What you see here is going to depend on what devices you have connected to your computer. And you can also click Test Speaker to make sure you can hear sound coming from your selected source. And you can use the output volume slider here to adjust the volume. Then make sure you have the microphone you want to use selected as well. Again, this might be a built-in microphone or the microphone on your webcam or a USB microphone. You can select the one you want to use and then click Test Mic. It'll make a short recording and you can check the levels here. You want to make sure that the level doesn't get too far over to the right. It'll make a short recording and you can check the levels here. You want to make sure... All right, so you can see there that it made a short recording of me talking, and then I was able to listen back to make sure my level was okay, it wasn't too quiet or too loud. And if necessary, I can adjust the input volume slider here as well. Now, in my case, I'm using special hardware to record this movie you're watching, so I'm not actually going to adjust any of these sliders. But in most cases, as you're talking, you'll be able to see the volume here in the input level, and you can use this slider here to make your adjustments. And again, you have a couple of options here at the bottom. For example, you can choose mute microphone when joining a meeting, if you don't want your mic to be live as soon as you connect. And you can enable it when you're ready to talk. There's also the option here to hold the space bar when you want to talk. Letting go of the space bar will mute you again. I'm going to leave those both unchecked for now, but this is where you can find them. All right, so again, it's important to take the time to make sure your camera and microphone are working well before your meeting is scheduled to start, to make sure you can connect and jump into things right away when the meeting time arrives.